the three dynamics of the study of aesthetics, which is visual art, music, and literature. You have to have in-depth knowledge in all three areas in order to get your master's degree in fine art. Well, I had a question about that in my mind, and it had been there for a long, long time. My question was, why hasn't some very, very brilliant genius-style artist pop up with a remedy to that? How come no one's ever put all of those dynamics together into one movement? And I thought to myself, there has to be a way to make it work. When I really looked at that, I found out why. It is incredibly difficult. Aesthetic convergence is a long, complicated theory, but in an essence, in a nutshell, it is me or any other artist listening to a song and feeling, you know, the magic of music. You know what it can make you remember something. It can make you romantic. It can really put you in a great mood or a bad mood maybe, because it reminds you of something. It's powerful. Music is just powerful. Well, I know that after all the years I've been painting, that I have such control of what I'm doing that it is beyond the image that comes out of my brush. It's the feeling, it's the passion that I am capable of pushing from my heart right out the tip of my brush onto the canvas. It's like this: if I could get a room, soundproof, nobody can hear me, no one can see me, and I'm by myself, and it's my studio, and I listen to a John Coltrane song all day long, the same song, over and over again. Love Supreme, over and over again. And paint. I'm absolutely positive that I can transfer the passion of my heart, of which I'm being inspired by this music, out of the tip of my brush onto the canvas. I can solidify John Coltrane's song, Love Supreme, on the canvas. Forever, I could not figure out how to incorporate the literature. When you think about it, words are the integral part of literature. And literature is one of the dynamics of the aesthetic attitude. If you were to paint a cow jumping over the moon and put the riddle on the side in writing, hi diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, and over there put a little radio, a little music on about ding, 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 the cow jumped over the moon, right? All right. You cannot do it that way, because as soon as you start reading, you are working. And once you start working, you took away from the natural flow of it. You can't work to get the message. It has to be a natural thing in order to be valid in the world of fine art. It can't be pressured or, you know, it's none of that. It has to come together normally and naturally. If it's genuine, all you have to do is look at it, right? And so, how do you incorporate the literature? It was so simple. It was right there all the time, and it was the hardest. I had talked to my best friends and everybody, and they couldn't figure it out either. And you know how simple it was? It was this simple. I was literally listening to John Coltrane's Love Supreme, but I had already done a painting with that in mind. I was sitting there contemplating the painting, and it simply just came to me and smacked me like a brick in the head. It said, "You dummy." The title of that song, Love Supreme, is the literature. There's the literature, just the title. And you have to write it. It's literature. And so I knew that aesthetic convergence was a reality. I'm knowing if I can transfer that onto a canvas, it will really truly be dynamic, you know? And I would title it Love Supreme. And to get the best out of this painting in your solitude, you can sit with that music and look at this and we'll work on a high level. That is what I call advancing in the world of fine art. You brought both of them together and now it is a fixture in reality. I'm right at home with that brush. It's like an extension of me. It just does what I feel it to do. Especially with the aesthetic convergence, that style of painting. It's all about the music. I mean, it is really just coming out rhythm. The bass drum beat is boom, boom on the canvas, and you know, it's beautiful. I love it. I could even see it as, well, I see it in the future. I see some of the things I'm doing has the potential to create a movement. I have a sense of responsibility towards the art. It's a thing between me and God. And I have, an advanced approach, an advanced paradigm of thinking, an advanced sense of skill. And it's not like skill that I have to concentrate on. Now it's feeling, it's emotion that just comes out of my brush.